Have you ever thought about how the past can shape a city's future? Take Jakarta, for example. Nestled in the heart of Southeast Asia, the capital city of Indonesia, Jakarta, stands as a testament to the region's rich and complex history. Its strategic location, just 2,300 kilometers from Australia and 4,400 kilometers from Shanghai, has placed it at the crossroads of international trade and cultural exchange for centuries. Since the 16th century, Jakarta has been a pivotal player in the spice trade, its streets bustling with traders from the east and west, seeking the coveted flavors of nutmeg, cloves and pepper. This lucrative trade didn't escape the notice of European powers. The Portuguese were the first to establish a foothold, only to be followed by the Dutch, who left a lasting imprint on the city's architecture and culture. This European influence, woven into the fabric of Jakarta, is visible in the colonial-era buildings that stand shoulder to shoulder with modern skyscrapers, creating a cityscape that is an intriguing blend of past and present. But it hasn't been all smooth sailing for this sprawling metropolis. Rapid urban expansion has brought with it a host of challenges. Overcrowding, intense traffic and housing problems are just a few of the hurdles Jakarta faces as it continues to grow and evolve. Yet these challenges haven't dampened the city's spirit or its appeal. Jakarta is a city built on marshy terrain, a geographical quirk that has significant implications. The city is sinking, a problem exacerbated by the extraction of water from underground aquifers. This sinking city also faces the growing risk of rising sea levels. Forecasts show that if current conditions persist, a quarter of Jakarta could be underwater. Despite these challenges, or perhaps because of them, Jakarta remains a city of immense strategic and historical significance. Its past is not only a record of achievements and trials, but also a roadmap to its future. As Indonesia's government plans to relocate the capital to Borneo, Jakarta's history continues to inform its present and shape its future. Jakarta's history is a testament to its enduring allure and strategic importance, a past that continues to shape its present. As the city grew, so did its challenges. Jakarta, the colossal heart of Indonesia, has seen an immense urban expansion over the past few decades. This growth was not without its difficulties, however. As more people flocked to the city seeking opportunities and the promise of a better life, the city's infrastructure struggled to keep pace. Consider the issue of overcrowding, for instance. With a population swelling into the tens of millions, Jakarta's capacity to accommodate everyone comfortably is stretched thin. High-rise buildings dot the skyline, each one home to thousands of residents. But even these towering structures are insufficient to house everyone. This has led to the emergence of densely populated slums, where living conditions are far from ideal. Then there's the issue of traffic. Anyone who has ever visited Jakarta will tell you about the city's infamous traffic jams. The city's road network, though extensive, struggles under the weight of countless cars, motorbikes, buses and trucks. Commuting in Jakarta can be an arduous task, with hours spent in slow-moving traffic becoming a daily reality for many. And finally, let's not forget the housing problems. The rapid urban expansion has led to a high demand for affordable housing, a demand that the city has struggled to meet. The result? Many of Jakarta's residents are forced to live in substandard housing, often lacking basic amenities. This is a problem that is only exacerbated by the city's rapid population growth. But it's not all doom and gloom. Despite these challenges, Jakarta continues to thrive. Its economy is vibrant, its culture rich, and its people resilient. Yet it's undeniable that these issues need to be addressed if Jakarta is to continue its trajectory of growth and prosperity. Jakarta's urban expansion has been a double-edged sword, bringing economic growth on one hand, but also creating a myriad of social and infrastructural challenges on the other. As we continue our exploration of this fascinating city, we'll delve into some of the solutions that have been proposed and the steps being taken to ensure a sustainable future for Jakarta. But Jakarta's problems are not only on the surface. Beneath the city's bustling life, a ticking time bomb awaits. Jakarta, you see, is sinking. The city is located in a swampy terrain, and the extraction of water from underground aquifers has caused the city to subside. Imagine this, right under your feet, the ground is slowly but surely giving away. In some parts of the city, the rate of subsidence is an alarming 25 centimeters per year. That's almost the height of a standard ruler, and it's happening every year. But the sinking city is not the only environmental issue Jakarta is grappling with. The city is also at the mercy of rising sea levels. Studies show that if current conditions persist, a quarter of the city could be submerged. While it's hard to visualize a quarter of a city underwater, it's a chilling reality that Jakarta may face in the not-too-distant future. These environmental issues are not just numbers and predictions. They have real, tangible impacts on the city and its inhabitants. Flooding is a common occurrence, disrupting daily life and causing damage to property and infrastructure. And as the city sinks, it also becomes more vulnerable to tidal flooding and storm surges. Moreover, sinking land and rising sea levels pose a significant threat to Jakarta's water supply. As the city sinks, salt water from the Java Sea can intrude into the city's freshwater aquifers, making the water undrinkable and unsuitable for agriculture. The environmental challenges Jakarta faces are complex and interconnected. They are a stark reminder of the city's precarious position, sandwiched between a sinking land and a rising sea. They underscore the urgent need for sustainable urban planning and environmental management. Jakarta's environmental challenges are as pressing as its urban issues, and they pose a significant threat to its future. The city's survival hinges on its ability to address these challenges head-on and adapt to a rapidly changing environment. Let's hope it's not too late for this sinking city. In the face of these challenges, the Indonesian government has made a radical decision. With the weight of urban chaos and environmental threats bearing down on Jakarta, a daring solution has emerged from the halls of power, uprooting the capital and planting it afresh in Borneo. Now, why Borneo, you might ask? Well, it's quite strategic in its location, nestled centrally among the archipelago's numerous islands. This central position promises to facilitate administration and promote equitable development across the nation. A far cry from the lopsided growth Jakarta has seen over the years. But the move isn't just about easing administrative burdens or fostering balanced development, it's about survival. Jakarta, as we've discussed, is sinking. Rapid urban growth has led to the unchecked extraction of water from underground aquifers, causing the city to descend progressively into the swampy terrain it was built upon. Add to that the looming spectre of rising sea levels, and you have a city on borrowed time. Relocating the capital to Borneo is a bid to buy time, to give Jakarta a fighting chance against the relentless march of climate change and urban pressures. It's an attempt to stem the tide of problems that have been slowly submerging the city, from overcrowding and intense traffic to housing issues. Yet, this isn't simply a case of fleeing one city's problems for another's untouched terrain. Moving the capital to Borneo is a wake-up call, a chance for Indonesia to rethink how it grows and develops its urban centres. It's an opportunity for the country to learn from Jakarta's trials and tribulations, to avoid making the same mistakes again. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. The move is not without its challenges. There are environmental issues to consider, economic implications to weigh, and cultural shifts to navigate. It's a complex, messy, and decidedly human problem, and it won't be solved overnight. The relocation of the capital is a bold move aimed at addressing some of Jakarta's most pressing challenges. It's a testament to Indonesia's resilience and forward-thinking approach, a sign of its commitment to protect its future even as it grapples with its present. But every solution brings new challenges. As Indonesia embarks on the colossal task of shifting its capital from Jakarta to Borneo, a new set of environmental concerns have surfaced. The dense, verdant jungles of Borneo are home to a myriad of wildlife, including our close cousins, the orangutans. These creatures, already under the threat of habitat loss due to deforestation, now face an even graver danger as large swaths of land are cleared to make way for the new capital. And it's not just the orangutans. Borneo's forests are one of the world's most biodiverse environments, with thousands of species that could be displaced or even driven to extinction as their habitats are bulldozed to make way for urban development. This raises serious questions about the environmental cost of this relocation and whether the solution to Jakarta's urban woes might in fact be creating an even bigger problem. Of course, the move to Borneo is not without its potential benefits. By decentralizing the country's administration, the Indonesian government hopes to alleviate some of the strain on Jakarta, easing the city's overcrowding, intense traffic and housing issues. The new capital, if planned and executed properly, could also serve as a model for sustainable urban development, incorporating green technologies and eco-friendly design principles. However, this move also comes with its own set of challenges. Infrastructure development on such a large scale will require significant resources and careful planning. The threat of corruption, a persistent issue in large-scale projects, looms large. Moreover, there's the question of how to ensure that the new capital doesn't simply replicate the problems of Jakarta, becoming another overcrowded, traffic-choked metropolis. As Jakarta navigates its urban labyrinth, the future of the city and its people hangs in the balance between growth and chaos. The move to Borneo represents a bold step towards a new future, but it's a step that must be taken with care, to ensure that in solving one problem we don't simply create another. After all, the future of not just Jakarta but of Indonesia as a whole depends on it. Jakarta's story is a tale of urban growth, environmental challenges and bold decisions. As we draw to a close, let's take a moment to reflect on the remarkable journey we've embarked on today. We've explored Jakarta's historical significance, a city strategically located on the spice route since the 16th century, attracting Europeans who would leave an indelible mark on its culture and architecture. Yet this urban growth has not been without its challenges. Overcrowding, intense traffic and housing issues are but a few of the hurdles Jakarta faces, a testament to the complexities of urban development. We've delved into the geographical and environmental problems that plague this vibrant city. Jakarta, built on swampy terrain, is sinking due to the extraction of water from underground aquifers. The threat of rising sea levels looms large, with predictions that a quarter of the city could be submerged if current conditions persist. We've discussed the Indonesian government's audacious plan to move the capital to Borneo, a decision that could bring about equitable development across the archipelago's various islands. However, this proposed relocation is not without its own set of challenges, including the potential environmental impact on Borneo's native habitats and the implications of major land clearing for construction. As Jakarta grapples with these daunting issues, one thing is clear: the journey ahead is fraught with uncertainties. Yet, as history has shown us, this city is no stranger to overcoming adversity. The move to Borneo, while challenging, could offer a fresh start, a chance to reimagine urban planning and an opportunity to create a sustainable future for its citizens. In the face of these challenges, Jakarta's story serves as a powerful reminder of the intricate dance between urban growth and environmental sustainability. It is a tale that resonates with cities across the globe, each grappling with their own unique set of challenges. As Jakarta embarks on this new chapter, the world watches, curious and hopeful, to see how this vibrant city will navigate its future.